Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Well, President Obama says there's no such thing as election rigging, even though a record number of dead people voted for him. But the FBI director says the threat of election hacking is very serious. Now, this was the FBI. They've responded to recent concerns about the U.S. voting systems being targeted for cyber attacks. And FBI Director James Comey says, we take very seriously any effort by any actor, he says, to influence the conduct of affairs in our country, whether that's an election or something else. So his comments came just one day after news surfaced about FBI warnings to states that hackers had infiltrated one state board of election and targeted another. So we're already seeing evidence of this surfacing. Of course, President Obama said, I mean, even in the wake of the election, the DNC party rigging it for Hillary Clinton, stealing it from Bernie Sanders, even after all of that, Obama totally gaslights the situation and says, there's no such thing, could never happen here. But wait, there's a perfect opportunity to blame the Russians. You know, it's not just now a vast right-wing conspiracy. Now Vladimir Putin is actually in control of that vast right-wing conspiracy. So they are propping him up as the boogeyman. And this was a Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid sent a letter to Comey, and he expressed concern over the threat of the Russian government tampering in our presidential election. It's more extensive than widely known and may include the intent to falsify official election results. And of course, they're already setting us up to think that the Russians have gone in and changed the metadata from any emails, anything that can come out of the DNC or any further damaging information that comes out about Hillary Clinton. It's Russian agents. Ooh. So they're preparing to blame the October surprise on Vladimir Putin. So this is the Washington Post actually reporting this latest conspiracy theory. But don't forget, it's just the conspiracy theorists that are pushing out these crazy conspiracy theories. Really, it's Hillary Clinton and her entire establishment machine that's trying to get her elected. But they say any damaging revelations about Hillary Clinton that come in the form of this October surprise, including information about her ill health, will be the work of Russian disinfo agents working on behalf of Vladimir Putin. This is the Post's Dana Milbank asking, are Vladimir Putin's operatives planning to dump edited DNC documents on the eve of the presidential election? And then went on to suggest that this contrived October surprise could show that Hillary really did lose most of her brain function in that fall several years ago. Perhaps they'll show that the Clinton Foundation has been funding the Islamic State, or they'll have Hillary Clinton admitting that she didn't care about those Americans who died in Benghazi after all. But this is exactly what we're going to find out in those emails, because that's truly what already exists there. I mean, I would bet money on it. So that's why the DNC is already pushing that it's Russian agents who have gone in and they've actually changed the emails, and then they put them back out there as if it's the original document. And they're actually saying that this is what happened in the Soros case. So right here, going on in this Washington Post article, they say, you know, this is the sort of the technique that the Russian hackers used in the Soros case, stealing documents, altering them, then releasing them as the original, right? Because we don't have any bad actors like Hillary Clinton or George Soros who are heavily invested in directing the way this country is moving. So they don't want anyone to believe that we truly have to be concerned about what is going on and who our Secretary of State is meeting with behind closed doors. Now, this is even after the State Department has come out and said, you know what, we've found 30 more deleted Clinton emails on Benghazi. Okay, so this is Hillary Clinton saying, oh, you know, I deleted everything that wasn't work related, things I didn't really think anyone had to, you know, worry about. Well, she obviously didn't think Benghazi emails were that important because she deleted them. So this is the State Department attorney saying Tuesday, the agency had discovered 30 Benghazi-related emails among the records that were recovered from Hillary Clinton's private server. A judge asked the agency to hasten its review of the documents in preparation for release to Judicial Watch, because let's not forget, it's only because Judicial Watch made that FOIA request that we found out about any of these supposedly emails that Hillary allegedly she turned them all over, but then it turns out there were plenty more they didn't find, which for whatever reason the FBI didn't find them during their initial investigation. So the discovery of these emails is very significant because Clinton has repeatedly assured the public, Congress, and FBI agents that she turned over all her work-related communications in 2014. Now, in a separate case, Judicial Watch has actually sent Hillary Clinton 25 written questions about her decision to set up this private email. Her responses, she has to submit them within 30 days, and they will be considered sworn testimony by the court. So that is still ongoing. That's going to be coming out here in just a few weeks before the election, so that'll be pretty interesting. And tomorrow, the FBI plans to release a report on Hillary Clinton on their email investigation. This is the report that the FBI sent to the Justice Department in July, recommending no charges in the Hillary Clinton email server investigation. So we'll be able to have even more details on, just what it was the FBI found and why they came up to this decision of recommending no charges, even though James Comey basically made the case that if it was anyone else, we'd be going to jail. We'd be in prison right now. But because it's Hillary Clinton, we recommend no charges. She should still go get to be the leader of the free world. And a lot of people are also, Hillary Clinton's camp actually put it out that, she was never under FBI investigation. They were never talking to her. She was the target of the investigation. It was her server. So of course she was under investigation by the FBI. I cannot believe how much the media, the establishment media, is protecting this woman to make sure that she gets put in power. Now, here's something that she's been really Hillary Clinton has proudly been coming out saying how she even has members of the GOP, really top-ranking leaders, backing her rather than Donald Trump. Well, here's one that might surprise you. This is Paul Wolfowitz. He was George W. Bush's Iraq war architect. And he is coming out saying that he is likely going to vote for Clinton. So Wolfowitz was a top official in the George W. Bush administration, like I said, referred to as the architect of the Iraq war. He's part of a growing list of GOP national security and foreign policy officials who have announced their intention to support the Democratic presidential nominee. So as you can see, there's no difference between the left or the right. All the warmongers want to vote for Hillary. She is their gal who is going to help them with their plans for globalization. And now they go on to point out that Hillary Clinton's probably not going to be as proud of this member of the GOP supporting her because, of course, she wants to bleach-bit the fact that she voted for the invasion of Iraq. That's something that's been dogging her since she made that vote. Now, Wolfowitz told The Times in July he's probably going to vote for Clinton, but get this. He noted he had serious reservations about Clinton, but Trump was unacceptable because of what Wolfowitz viewed as dangerous positions on Russia and China. So here's the man who literally crafted a bungled war for us to invade Iraq under faulty pretenses, destabilizing the Middle East, just like Hillary Clinton's hard choice to take out Gaddafi and destabilize Libya, further destabilizing that region. We have this huge refugee crisis now that we're all having to suffer under. But it's Trump who is dangerous because he doesn't want to start World War III with Vladimir Putin. So totally crazy here. And they're all kind of crawling out from under their rocks to show you who they really are and who their candidate is, who they would support. Now, getting back to these supposedly hacked and altered leaked memos of George Soros, now Breitbart is reporting that one of these leaked memos reveals the Soros plan for federally controlled police. So this was one of the leaked documents from George Soros' Open Society Foundations exposing the billionaire's level of involvement in attempting to build what his organization describes as a national movement to reform local police forces across the U.S. The U.S. contingent of Open Society held a planning meeting titled Police Reform: How to Take Advantage of the Crisis of the Moment and Drive Long-Term Institutional Change in Police Community Practice. So this extensive memo documents that Soros finance groups and personalities are what influenced President Obama's task force on 21st century policing, which was released last May. And so it just goes on and on. I mean, this Breitbart article really gets in depth of just how the Open Society Foundation has its hands in everything, how they are funding hundreds of thousands of dollars to movements like Black Lives Matter. The Open Society has also called for a discussion on whether it would be appropriate for the Soros Group to try to shape the Black Lives Matter movement in the future. You know, this is after they've already given them hundreds of thousands of dollars. And this is the same Open Society who is working on shaping the internet and the regulation of the internet, specifically what gets to stay on the internet and what gets to be removed. And of course, the Open Society Foundation will decide who is the bad actor or not, with preferential treatment given to Open Society members.
This is the answer for your children to totally absorb the multivitamins, the minerals, the amino acids, everything at once. Unveiled Vitamin Mineral Fusion Advanced Multivitamin Formula, 30 servings, fruit punch flavored dietary supplement. It is simply amazing. Infowarslife.com.
There's a million different products like this out there that they're good in different ways. But this takes all of the vitamins, all of the essential amino acids, all of the essential compounds and minerals that you need, puts it into something that's great tasting as opposed to like clumpy, gross stuff. And you can put it in your drink every morning. I put it in my protein shake. It is the platinum standard, in my view, of multivitamins in terms of an advanced multi-drink vitamin.
The cleanest, the purest. New stuff had to be invented. That's why it took this long to even bring us something this good.
Some companies are going to take a small amount of vitamins and make it, so there's so much filler, it looks like there's a lot. This is ultra concentrated. We're not playing games here. Okay,
well, that's my philosophy. That's your philosophy.
Yeah,
I want to, but again, there's some great stuff out there.
Yeah,
and there's other,
No, of course, definitely.
There's other powders I promote at InfoWarsHealth.com. Yeah, they're excellent. I mean, there's some good stuff out there. This is just the very best we can bring you, and when you buy it, you support InfoWars, you support the reporters, you support yourself. Tell folks about some of these other things that are in this and why this is just this total, complete package for your body. Because, again, we didn't put the synthetic amino acids. We didn't put the synthetic vitamins. We put the plant-based, high-quality, clean, natural ingredients into this.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got your standard vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin E, the list goes on.
A huge amount of vitamin C, by the way. Tell folks about that.
1,000+% of your daily value, which is what you need. Because the, FDA guidelines, we all know about those. Zinc, magnesium, selenium, L-glutamine. Each one of these, you could go on for about 10 minutes about the benefits of these things. Alpha-lipoic acid, folic acid, calcium, and the list goes on. 34 other ones you can check out. Go to InfoWarsLife.com, the label's up there. You've got the entire ingredients list that you can neurotically examine for yourself. And just...
By the way, look on the other side, too, because we're showing people the... minerals and things. Let's look at the vitamins right there, all it's got in there. I mean, it's amazing.
Top left.
Again, if you're radio listeners, Infowars.com/show. Vitamin A has 4,333% from beta carotene. And what's that other source? I just know that's all the best sources.
Retinol. So you've also got your vitamin D at 1,000 IU, which is a large dose, actually. And you know what? Some people could say, well, isn't this competing with your other products? Well, yeah, you know what? We could be like some people and just take all the stuff that we sell also at InfoWarsLife.com and not put any of it, but then it wouldn't be a balanced formula, and we're not going to do that. And it might actually hurt us in the long run to put all the best stuff in here, but that's just the way we got to do it, because we can't start thinking like that.
So get them today, InfoWarsLife.com, or call toll-free 888-253-3139.